Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Greetings, royal Lyrans of the Wing Nation of the New Jerusalem. The Dragon Nation is with us to assist in the final phases of our great ascension to New Earth. The Kingdom of Heavens are descending more of their holy light to raise the currents through the dragon lines and sacred portals, to transmit the highest codes deep into the crystalline core of Gaia, as she sends out the signals and information through the waters, and into all her guardians of the new Lemuria. As she rises, all the children of the sun elevate with her. Mother Earth is continuing to receive the rays of clarity from the great central sun, the hub of the universal ones, for her final transformation into the goddess galactic butterfly of Hunabku. Her resonance had another spike in frequency today with multiple flashes of white light and an amplitude of 28 Hertz. Pachamama also received two major activations today, one in Okinawa, Japan with a massive M6.3 earthquake at 6:23 UTC, and another M6.3 in Papua New Guinea at 22:33 UTC. 3333 codes, both on the Ring of Fire, creating a 9-9 activation portal as the sacred white flame of source creation rises in the heart center. We are blazing through all veils, barriers, and obstacles on our way home to the pure land of infinite life. The one true ascension timeline continues to merge with the omega point of the 3D matrix timeline to bridge the two worlds of heaven and earth through every living heart of the golden ones of the ground crew earth angelics of the 144. All earth shamans are shape-shifting in between worlds as the galactic way-showers into the shift of the ages into the new golden age of eternal enlightenment. With our Buddha consciousness, we resolve all that remains out of balance and in harmony with the one law. As we remove all implants, false programs, inserts, false karmic contracts, parasites, entity possessions, and holographic interference overlays, the veils of amnesia continue to lift, and we come into full recall and remembrance as we relink in direct experience to the Tao, Buddha, Christ, cosmic consciousness. The bifurcation of Earth has commenced as all first wavers are being transported through the galactic ascension portals into the 5D prime manifestation of New Earth. The red sun is rising in the east, and the Queen of Diamonds has returned for the coronation of all sovereign beings of the Earth tribes of Mothership Terra Nova Gaia. The 12D shields are up and the solar seals of protection are in place. Today, Ground Crew 144, we move into the Rainbow Body Christ Consciousness Heart Collective Activation for full compression breakthrough initiations, total integration and stabilization of our multidimensional layered avatar vessels of eternal light. Aho! Welcome, beloved beings of light. I am Paul White Gold Eagle from PrimeDisclosure.com. We have many powerful transmissions again for you today from our sacred New Earth scribes, so be sure to stick around to the very end, and please do us a favor. Share this video with your teams and tribes all over this realm. And now we continue with the Sabian symbols. Right now the moon is at 2 degrees, 35 minutes Virgo. The sun is at 19 degrees, 30 minutes Taurus. The current Sabian symbol for the sun at 20 degrees Taurus. Wisps of clouds like wings are streaming across the sky. And the current Sabian symbol for the moon at 3 degrees Virgo. Two guardian angels bringing protection. Very synchronistic and auspicious, two references to our winged nations from astrologyweekly.com. And now my sacred Condor pulls a card for you today from the Oracle deck, Sacred Rebels, from Alana Fairchild and Autumn Sky. And the card she pulled for you today, card 22, Another 22 portal. She feels, she knows. An illumination is erupting from within you as a vision that is bringing what was once obscured into clarity. This is not likely to happen as a blinding, shocking insight, but as more of a softer, gentle knowing. It is like knowing something without understanding exactly when or how you came to know it. This insight will assist you, and you are asked to honor it. You will know which insight it is at the right time. Your heart will tell you. You are therefore being asked to rely upon the clarity that is coming to you now, or has just recently come. Gently but firmly, from that place of knowing, intend to act and take your next steps forward. This oracle comes to you with guidance, particularly about long-range or long-term developments, something that is far bigger than the immediate situation. Issue or moment is of importance, although you only have a dim sense of that possibility at best. The situation you find yourself in right now may not be one of joy, but in time you will understand more of the bigger picture. You will come to see why things are happening as they are, and how you are being helped on to the next stage of your path, even though it may look like an obstacle right now. You are being asked to think in terms of long-term happiness. Sometimes this warrants change or even temporary restrictions in the short term. If you can't see how the present can possibly become what you sense the future to be, this message is especially relevant. Through the natural process of transformation, great leaps are indeed possible. You simply must be prepared to surrender into the process with absolute trust. This oracle brings you specific guidance. The situations in your current life are particularly geared towards a more significant manifestation that is coming to you, according to your life path and purpose. This is a stage of preparation and of building a foundation that will hold you strong and centered as your creative journey unfolds and your life path becomes ever more brilliant and luminous. So keep plugging away, remain patient, but most of all, be hopeful, and trust in the light you sense ahead of you, for it is the light that is within you simply revealed more fully, and all that is happening now is happening to that end. Healing process. Stand with your feet at hip width and your arms loosely and comfortably at your sides, slightly away from your body. Say aloud, I feel the light of all that I am and will be unfolding from within me now. Stand still and rest your eyes on one point, or lightly close them if you can do so easily without compromising your balance. Feel, sense, imagine, or perceive that there is a pure light switched on inside of you, almost as if an internal light switch was flicked on. Perceive or feel that the light is growing brighter, bigger, and wider, and more radiant. Allow it to shine outwards from within you, as if there was a vibrant sun at the center of your being, with its rays extended outwards in all directions. You are a radiant, glowing being. Can you feel the joy and uplifting happiness of this? When you are ready, say, I surrender what is into the loving fire of transformation, the light of which illuminates the present and manifests the future in the highest creative expression of unconditional love. Be with the inner light for several moments and then place as much of your intention as possible into your feet, feeling the connection to the ground beneath you. Feel the present moment by being aware of the physical sensations of your feet. Feel their coolness or their warmth. Are they tingly, cold, or stiff and in need of some flexing and stretching? Move your feet as you wish, and in your own time simply open your eyes, move around, and return to your day or evening. You have completed your healing process. And now from Divine Sister of the Light, Valerie A. Elster. We're being asked to dive deep into these traumas and do a lot of forgiveness. And yes, you'll get help as the collective are also transmuting these ancient patterns. But it has to be done individually through us, through our physical vessels. Instant karmic reverberations in the field. The dragons are in full guardianship of Gaia, especially related to the mother. So much love. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Amira, Atlantis. The rising of Atlantis and course correction of the spiral is being led by the reclaiming of the inverted, inorganic symbol templates. These symbols belong to the righteous and the true of heart masters of humanity. to you and me. The sacred symbols and templates of creation were usurped in Atlantis and misused by nefarious forces attempting to cage humanity's direct connection to Source. They were inverted to create confusion, chaos, satanic ritual, and close us off from remembering our true divine birthright. The misuse of consciousness of certain archangels inverted and distorted teachings and energetic frequencies of sacred geometry and various other esoteric symbols. The archangels did not fall. It was the perversion of their consciousness that created a state of false light, false teachings, and false gods. It was we, humankind, that hold the true God codes and blueprint of creation within our DNA. We are sacred geometry in living manifest forms. As we remember and realize our full sovereignty and unity with Source, we are reclaiming the power and purpose to utilize shapes and symbols to activate and create love frequencies within and around us belongs to all. Through our light and intentions, we nullify the actions of those who have attempted to distort God's perfect creations. As we restore sacred symbols to their original blueprint of natural organic order, we align and assist in the reversal of healing of the last fall of Atlantis 13,000 years ago. Hail Atlantis, she is rising. Amera, Atlantis, star of the sea, Poseidon's beloved keeper of the Atlantean flame. From AmeraBeth.com. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Divine Feminine 7777. We are starting the second Mercury retrograde of 2022 tomorrow on the 10th of May. I bet you look forward to it. We are in the middle of the eclipse season, and Mercury retrograde can mix things up even more. It is happening in the sign of Gemini, the sign of communication, first, and will then switch to Taurus on May 22nd. As always, it will affect technology. Be patient, back up your work, our relationships with others and ourselves. Communication can be a mess, plans can change, and things may be chaotic. But Mercury retro is not a negative thing, as it is a time for us to connect with ourselves in a deeper way, to see what is working and what is not. Review your life, the situations, beliefs. Take a step back, slow down, look at things from a different perspective. Let go of things that make you want to stay in the old. Observe your life and see where you put your energy away. Unexpected things might happen. You might get an info from people from the past that will give or enable you to act differently, set boundaries, communicate what you want in a new way, and clear some fears, blocks you weren't able to clear before. This is not a time for new decisions, but a time to end things. Clear away old stuff and declutter your physical life. Let go of things you don't need. Think about the 3 R's in this period. Reflect, review, and redo, and you should be just fine. Bhakti. You have begun walking on the path of devotion. You are devoted to something greater than yourself, your body, your possessions, or your desires. This dedication is to the divine. Now is the time to ask yourself, what does divinity mean to me? When do I feel close to divine? Paths to the divine include meditations and prayers to the gods and goddesses, offering service to those in need, and spending time in nature. The selfless path takes you to the greatest ecstasy of all, the bliss of devoting yourself to spirit. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Maria Bethencourt. Massive shifting of timelines continue as the Heart Collective begins to anchor to their personal, individual ascension timeline, as all new Earth Soul contracts have been signed. Distorted patriarchal timelines are quickly collapsing at this time. As timelines collapse and energetic space is made within the soul, temperature in the body shifts as well. It is common to have lower body temperatures as a quantum jump becomes imminent. This feels like it is freezing inside of your body, especially if solar flares higher than C-class are affecting the Earth's grids. Also, inability to eat either due to nausea or to resonating to any food. It takes 3 days for a quantum jump to anchor and quantum stasis to be achieved. 144 coming in. Quantum jumping in many ways is easy. It's the landing in the individual's one ascension timeline that is difficult. Divine purpose timelines are now congealed in the new Earth timelines. The sun now begins DNA bifurcation. We are at the precipice, and there will be several events to distract and misalign. Remember, this is a holographic matrix with infinite consciousness vibrational grids overlaid upon each other, all of varying frequencies and vibrations. Remember, we are spiritual beings having a spiritual experience. As the purge continues, it is imperative to not give any energy to the future. Stay in the now. Elevate today. Tomorrow has not manifested. Project Looking Glass continues to affect timelines, and these timelines are artificial. The keys to these 5D New Earth timelines are organic, and they activate the light body with light codes. Those light codes, light as information, are preparing us for the future Earth, and we are the future. What we now manifest is what will anchor to the crystalline grids of 5D+. It is why we are here. The Heart Collective must level up and vibrate to 500 Hz to fully be in 5D. We are. All others remain in 4D spiritual warfare and negative alien agenda timelines or 3D human malevolence timelines. There is no judgment here, as all souls experience life here for our source, so no experience is more or less, just different. As I have written for the last 11 years, we do not duplicate life experiences. Every life is a gift returned as an experience for the cosmos, for source. Eternal expansion is indeed that. Go within, connect to nature, isolate yourself to here. The 4D galactic chakra system of the Trinity, ear, nose, throat chakra are activating at this time. These chakras are needed to navigate the 4D multidimensional spiritual realm. Along with the Earth Star chakra, galactic male, galactic female chakra, and the soul star chakra. This occurs as the 4D high heart chakra activates due to free will choices made by the individual. Pray, meditate, go outside. Connect your way as we cross the eclipse threshold and portal. Stay in your heart and remind yourself, I am a spiritual being having a human experience. This has been my go-to mantra non-stop lately. Do not give up now. The Christ consciousness is fully anchored across all Earth grids. It is done. There is no going back. All we do now is watch all that is not sustainable collapse as the old dies. Everything is divinely perfect. Divine providence is real whether believed or not. I send my love to all in light and love and joyful service. M. From lightlover1964.wordpress.com and from Divine Brother of the Light Pars Kute. The cycle is over. Something huge is coming. In the coming months we will be able to see in our skies more of the Galactic Federation ships, camouflaged or not, and fast flights or parked, as well as we will also perceive more of the presence of the sacred divine dragons that were released from the inner earth to start their work of surface cleaning. They have been setting up special fortresses in the great caverns scattered across the planet, and lovingly calling out to those who have an affinity with them, so that together they can heal the millennia energies of pain and suffering still present across the morphic fields. Many of them are in the fifth dimensional physical bodies or plasma bodies, and we on the surface will have the opportunity to initially interact more actively with all of them in our dreams or meditations. They come bringing their sacred fire of purification. There will be greater dynamism in the coming months as life on Earth appears to return to normal, but we will find that it will be a different normal as we are much more awake than ever before. This will also open new doors for us to move forward with our soul plans, more and more free from the dark influences that day by day are removed. Also, we look at our watches and notice the time passing too slow or too fast, and this is a result of the adjustment in the quantum fields of the Earth, work done by the Andromedans. When this adjustment is complete, it will bring more smoothness to our thoughts and emotions, and we will begin to feel within us a sense of completeness, that everything is in the right place and at the right time. It is also important to emphasize that while all these changes are taking place, we will be able to perceive the rearrangement of our daily lives, in which changes are increasingly taking place, pushing us to points where we need to be and do what we need to do. Let's not be alarmed if from one moment to the next our lives seem to be turned upside down, as this is also part of these necessary movements. Those of us who live in specific regions of the earth will begin to feel the time to change, to go farther and to go higher places, also because there is more fresh air there. Our bodies are changing and there will be a natural detox process going on in the coming months and years as Mother Earth will release special elements into the air and water to purify our bodies of toxins. Mother Earth works with us and we need to begin to understand this. She wants to help us in our processes, but it is essential to understand her responsibility as humans to protect the earth and take care of the whole system, the fauna, the flora, and this entire realm. We allow ourselves to enjoy more of the beauties of the earth and enjoy the sunrise and sunset. We watch the stars of the celestial vault as dusk and allow ourselves to enjoy a simple breeze touching our faces. This brings us closer to Gaia, the sacred earth, and aligns us with the sacred crystal heart of the core of the planet. We will continue to uphold the banner of freedom, love, and peace. And let's be assured that this echo of pure and sacred truths have been heard by all the divine civilizations of this universe, and they all work together now to continue with the complete liberation of Earth and her reintegration into the cosmic community, with divine love of one Pars Kute, and from divine Sistar of the Light Ramona Lapin, divine feminine rising, all unlocks from within you now. When you know, you just know. It is of utmost importance to once and for all delete the old matrix programming that is trying to tell us that what we see, feel, and know is not real, that it's just our imagination, that we don't know what we're talking about, that it doesn't make sense, and that the intuitive knowing of the divine feminine within us all is crazy, just because she fails to explain to the conditioned and programmed 3D matrix ego mind how exactly she knows what she knows, which truly surpasses all logical reasoning and understandings of the past, and what the mind can only try and comprehend. One of the most important lessons for now and always, as our psychic powers and abilities are increasing rapidly and becoming ever stronger, is that we must also fully reclaim them. This all ends now by us fully reclaiming, owning, applying, believing, and valuing these gifts above all else. As we now access the true cosmic intelligence and consciousness of the Godhead and the cosmic mind. Because now the feminine arises again from within each of us. As she does, she rebirths all, the Holy Trinity, in its original innocence and perfection from deep within, clearing all remaining distortions, reversals, artificial matrix imprints, lower codings, traumas, wounds, and interference patterns, to reveal the one true organic ascension realities, igniting now from deep within our sacred DNA. All that's required is to let go of the Maya, your ego with all of its old programming and illusions of this hologram and artificial matrix, what we think we know, all that is false, and keep merging and dissolving into the oneness, which unlocks all we need to know. It is beyond what the mind can comprehend, because those that think they have it all figured out and know what is going to happen or not are in for a big surprise and then some. Letting go of all preconceived ideas will serve us well so we can become empty, for the real truths are to be revealed through us now. Tune in and become at one with the cosmic mind, the Godhead. All is revealed and becomes accessible from here. Step out of the way for Source to fulfill you. Become empty, formless, timeless, boundless, limitless, eternal, and at one with all. This is freedom. Freedom from fear, because we fully remember that it is all part of the illusion and fully reclaim our true external crystal avatar, God Source Self now. Keep returning to your sacred diamond rose heart. Keep listening for the true truth that can only arise from deep within. Keep being your own greatest authority and stand in your truth at all times, to align and quantum merge with your true self and crystal avatar, God Source Self. Trust in you, trust in Source and the divine plan. It's the same thing, truly. Let go of any remaining self-doubts. This is key. All you have to do is keep aligning with your truest version of you and divine will. Keep connecting to the wisdom of your sacred crystal heart. Let all the ego distortions be burned up in these sacred diamond white fires and plasma waves and infusions of purification and ascension, lifting all up to higher dimensional realities. Relax, let it all go, enjoy life as best as you can, and let Source carry you and show you the way and the truth. All unlocks from within now. Know and own your power from deep within the 0 point field. Just relax, become silent, and listen. Mission accomplished, beloveds. Merge with the frequency of freedom, celebration, and a job well done. Keep rising and holding the frequency of all new organic ascension realities igniting from deep within us now. Eternal love and blessings, Ramona. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Karen Lithica. Light wisdom. For light acceleration is truly a wonderful gift, leading us to a personal empowerment and freedom. To reach elevated heights of perception and awareness is simply leading you to a peaceful and tranquil inner light world. Reaching light equilibrium is the true path of the light seeker, the balance of light, the yin and yang light harmonic balance. We ask you to accelerate this light perception by connecting to nature, for the laws of the universe are within your reach. It is an encoded light language imprinted within you. The true teaching of light simply requires visual observation to observe the energy cues, to awaken the next steps before you. Simply find a wonderful place to sit in nature, rest, and observe what will present itself to you. We are simply living beings of light, interacting, observing, expanding. The simple art of observation is a wonderful tool for personal enlightenment. Simply be in harmony. Love equals unity. Love for your journey, from KarenLithica.com. And from Carolyn, 144 God Code. New understandings are happening through your own inner dialogue. As you continue to focus on self-healing, it is becoming easier to decide what direction to choose, for now you know what you want better and more. No longer will you sabotage yourself or your life by sacrificing to please others. The choice is birthing your next level of awakening. Take time to integrate all the feelings you have been sifting through. You may be shockingly surprised at the conclusions you're reconciling. Look into removing yourself from Jekyll and Hyde dual personality type people that can be kind and loving one minute and then closed off and ice you out the next. This pattern stems from sort of lack and conditioning of undeservingness. Inner understanding of the cause of the pattern is revealing itself through self-reflection. Opening up the dialogue with yourself will reveal more truths. Pray for help if you need more guidance and information before proceeding. Then you will be able to end toxic relationship cycles for good, to free yourself and your inner light so you can shine bright. The end goal is that Spirit wants to give you an emotionally fulfilling, unconditionally loving life and lifestyle. Conclusions to attaining this are in sight, beloved. In Jesus Christos' name, Amen. God bless you, Carolyn, Kundalini Twin Flames. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Adrian Elise. Gaia Daily, May 9th through the 13th, Resurrection. The energy has been massively amplifying with the Sun and Uranus together this last week. In sextile to Mars and Pisces, there's a huge desire to move forward in big spiritual ways in order to change our life and world for the better. The Sun will continue to be in sextile Mars as we head into the total lunar eclipse in Scorpio this weekend. This is activating our desire to live according to our true spiritual identity. Mars and Neptune together, as well as Jupiter at the end degrees of Pisces, is bringing up deep grief around the state of the world. It's like we can't get away from it anymore and have to face the reality of how far off the rails we let this world go. There is a bloom of feelings of hopelessness and overwhelm at the issues and problems of this world. It's time for a rebirth and resurrection of who we really are as Jupiter prepares to cross over into the sign of Aries, point of astrological rebirth. Jupiter represents a new spiritual king or leader, and this astrology is telling us that it's time for us to birth our Christed body. Jupiter will take a retrograde starting at the end of July and retrograde back into Pisces, before passing over the Aries point for the third and final time in December 2022. Jupiter moving over into Aries is giving us the oomph we need to get over the threshold and tip the scales into a new reality. First and foremost is this new world is human sovereignty. We can't go over into the Aquarian age and still be leaking out our power. We cannot make this leap of energetic frequency and still be feeding the lower parasitic energies. We cannot move into the future if we are loyal to any energies outside of ourselves. We must choose sovereignty and absolutely claim our spiritual autonomy. Saturn in Aquarius will be exactly square to the sun and the moon for this lunar eclipse. Our true work, or dharma, of the Aquarian age is getting triggered and revealed, if we can receive it. The Scorpio full moon close to the south node is saying we must release the suppressed grief and shame from the past that has been holding us back. We must release whatever has been keeping us from feeling worthy of the new world that we are co-creating. Venus will be in exact conjunction with Chiron for this lunar eclipse in Scorpio. Chiron is our deepest wounds. In Aries, it's about where we gave our life force and power away. We must heal the wounds that cause suppression of and fear of female power. Saturn will be exactly one sign over from Mars and Neptune together in Pisces. We are on a mission to uncover and reveal deep spiritual truths that can help us to remember and own our power. Mars and Neptune will be sextile to Sun and North Node in Taurus and in trine to the South Node and Moon in Scorpio. It's time for a whole new direction and spiritual identity. We have got to let go of who we thought we were. Mercury in Gemini wants to proclaim it to the world, but the truth is getting stuck in our throat. From all of the times it got us persecuted in the past, Mercury is getting ready to turn retrograde on the 10th and will retrograde back into Taurus before turning direct on June 3rd. We are gathering up our gumption to cry out spiritual truth from the mountaintops later this summer. The hills will be alive with the music of supernova souls and creative self-expression. From AdrianElise.com. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Leah Whitehorse. First quarter moon in Leo. We are halfway between eclipses. This is a test to see if we've been paying attention. A push to nudge us past internal blocks and resistance. It's so easy to get stuck in our ways. We get into a rut, wear the same clothes, listen to the same music, eat the same food. These familiar things offer comfort and security, but they can also keep us small and stifle self-expression. With this moon also opposing Saturn, we're asked to balance the responsibilities of adult life with entertaining our inner child who loves to frolic, dance, and paint their knees. Yes, life is tough right now, but take a moment to appreciate nature in her splendor. Smile at the antics of a child or puppy, laugh with friends or a stranger, play, let your hair down a little, make some creative changes to allow room for growth, or even simply for the fun of it. Don't be afraid of what others might think. Acknowledge constraints, boundaries, rules, and limits without allowing them to define you. Sometimes a well-calculated risk is necessary to get life moving again. From LeahWhitehorse.com. And today from the Tzolk'in Times, Keen 251, Blue Self-Existing Monkey. Self-existing is the name for the number 4, and its keywords are definition, form, and measure. Day 4 is all about the details, taking a closer look and scrutinizing. Weigh up what you need and what you don't, make a list, and take care of the practicalities. Only after you do this may you proceed. Gather information and plan your next move based on facts. Today is Blue Monkey, and the keywords associated with it are illusion, magic, and play. Monkey tricks us to teach us. If you are being foolish or refusing to acknowledge a truth, Monkey will show you, often in a hilarious way, the errors of your ways. When you combine the meaning of the number and day, the result is define magic. Look at the details today and accept these facts, or Monkey will make you accept the facts. This is for your own good, so don't curse the monkey for teaching you a valuable lesson. Don't despair, though. Monkey's intentions are always good, and often magic is the reward Monkey brings when lessons are successfully learnt. Do watch out for overdoing the details and introspection, as it can lead to intense monkey-mindedness. If you find yourself going deep within, but also going in circles, this is why. As always on monkey days, meditation works well. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Christina Papa Giorgio. Blue, self-existing monkey, 4, Chuane. Keen 251, 9th of May 2022, accomplishing magic. 9/5/2022 equal 956 equal 911 equal 92 equal 11 equal 2. Day codes 9, completion, destiny, service, grace, divine. 11, illumination, portal, gate, polarity. 2, twins, cooperation, partner, duality. Month year codes 5, freedom, liberation, change, transformation, movement. 6, heaven, Christ, family, romance, fertility. 11, 2, 20, the awakening, clear vision. 22, architect of peace, master builder. Keen 251 equal 8, abundance, infinity, flow. Today we are walking through the magical doorways and defining a new reality built on magic and play. 4, Chuane, guided by 4, Manique, accomplishing great magic to break out of the old box and define a new reality. What a divine blessing from Spirit. The cavalry is coming. Day 4 of the spectacular yellow star wave spell where we are awakening our sparkle and using our creativity to attract more beauty, grace, and harmony in our lives so that our lives become a living work of art. Today we are measuring and defining the parameters of our playground, using our magic to create a more sparkly stage upon which to shine our star light. Tone of creation, self-existing, tone 4 in the mental realm. Action measures, power defines, essence form. Self-existing number 4 takes form and we have ourselves a square shape, self-existing, measuring and defining, very intelligent, fascinated by self. We now have built a sturdy platform upon which further growth takes place. Dispense with the rest and build your new solid foundation on the basis of fun, creativity, and magical manifestation. The magic monkey says life must be blissful. If we don't believe it, we can't conceive it. Expand your thinking to access the highest potentials available in any given moment. Everything is possible within the void of creation. Invite Mother Goddess to assist you in energizing your creations, bringing them into form. Herein lies the magic of creation. Co-create with the Goddess through the sacred womb and invite Monkey to come out and play. Bring some toys and don't forget the bananas. Our creations need to flow effortlessly and joyfully into form. No struggle, force, or birthing pains are required. Allow the feminine to guide you in the funnest way possible. Allow the beauty and harmony to flow freely, transforming struggle into art. Allow your new life to become a palette of infinite rainbow colors. Today's question is, what form will my new magical playground take? Is it big enough for me to shine extra bright? Go forth and enjoy your cheeky monkey playday. In la catch a la keen, Christina White Magnetic World Bridger, Keen 66. Keen 251, Blue Self-Existing Monkey. The mantra, the code for today is, I define in order to play. Measuring illusion. I seal the process of magic. With the self-existing tone of form, I am guided by the power of accomplishment. And on this powerful day of activations, transformations, and manifestations, let us know, beloved beings of light, in the comments below what you're feeling, what you're seeing, your visions, your dreams, and your synchronicities. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below and the little bell to get notified of future updates. And as always, we have a link in the description below to the transcriptions of today's transmissions. We archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. Now I'd like to take the time to thank everyone supporting us in our work and mission. It's because of your monthly pledges and donations we're able to continue this work. I'd like to welcome and thank Divine Sister of the Light Jennifer for your pledge and support on Patreon. Thank you very much and welcome to the tribe of the Eagle and the Condor. If you'd like to help support our work, our mission in this channel, you can make a monthly pledge at our Patreon page at whitegoldeagle.com. I'd like to also thank Divine Sister of the Light, Mariana Borriana, for another donation. Thank you very much, Divine Sister. We appreciate you and your continued support, and we appreciate all of you that continue to support our work and mission. If you'd like to support us with a one-time donation, you can do so to our PayPal account at egolovecondor.com. And I'd like to also thank everyone supporting my Sacred Condor's artwork. You can purchase her beautiful handmade goddess totems, zodiac goddesses, healing jewelry, and other works of art at lunagoddessart.com. Now we're going to complete today's transmissions with powerful codes from Divine Sister of the Light, Linda Zimmerman. 10-10-10 portal coming in. New Earth. Create the life you have dreamed of. It has always been in your soul. As you shed the old layers, the new version of you brilliantly shines. As the healing takes place on many levels, your heart opens to more than you thought was possible. Rise up to take your divine soul to places you have never seen before. The transformation excitement is not only achievable, but leads the way for others to follow you on New Earth. Love yourself and love others in the same way, as we are living in unity as the divine has designed it to be. Everyone is unwrapping their soul's spiritual gifts to begin living with purpose, to build heaven on earth for us all. There is love, compassion, and encouragement for us to thrive on. It is an honor to be here at this wonderful time. Thank you, beloved beings of light, for joining us today. It truly is an honor and a blessing to serve all of you over these years and in this most auspicious time of the transformation into the new heaven upon the new earth. Keep walking gently your sacred path with heart, with peace and love in every step, and keep shining your light brightly into the night. Be sure to make this day and all days the best day ever. The eagle and the condor love you all. Namaste.